Hello, everyone. I'm Audrey Miller, and with 15 years of experience helping Americans travel the globe, today we're going to analyze the topic of navigating immigration questions for senior travelers. Immigration officers just revealed something shocking about senior travelers. The advice you're following from those viral videos? It's the number one reason they're pulling travelers over 60 into secondary screening, and it's happening more in 2025 than ever before. A 6-7-year-old woman answered every question perfectly at JFK Airport, word for word from a popular travel video. 45 minutes later, she was still being interrogated. But here's what those videos won't tell you. Immigration officers actually expect different answers from seniors. And when you try to sound like a 5-year-old backpacker, you raise every red flag. I'm Audrey Miller, and I'm breaking down the 10 questions where this happens most. Question number 7 is the one that gets more seniors detained than all the others combined. The rehearsed answer problem. Let me tell you what happened to Margaret, a 6-8-year-old traveler from Ohio. She watched one of those immigration tip videos before her trip to London, memorized all the perfect answers. When the officer asked, "What's the purpose of your visit?" she said word for word, "I'm here for vacation for exactly 10 days. The officer looked up. Exactly 10 days? Yes, exactly 10 days. Where are you staying? I'm staying at the Premier Inn in central London. Perfect answer, right? Wrong. 20 minutes of additional questioning later, she finally got through. Why? Because she sounded rehearsed. Here's what immigration officers told me directly. We don't want perfect answers. We want real answers. Think about it. If someone asks you in normal conversation, "How long are you staying?" Do you say, "I'm staying for exactly 7 days"? Of course not. You say about a week or just under 2 weeks. That's natural. That's believable. That's what gets you through faster. Question 1. What's the purpose of your visit? This sounds simple, right? Tourism, business, visiting family, done. But here's where seniors get it wrong. You overthink it. A 6-8-year-old traveler told an officer, "Well, I'm here for tourism, but I'm also visiting some friends I met online, and we might do some sightseeing and maybe visit a museum or two." The officer's response, "Please step aside, ma'am." Why? Because that answer raises more questions than it answers. Here's what immigration officers actually want. One clear purpose. That's it. If you're on a tourist visa, say tourism. If you're visiting family, say visiting my daughter. If it's business, say business conference. One sentence, no elaboration, no life story. The mistake seniors make is thinking more detail makes you sound more credible. It doesn't. It makes you sound uncertain. And uncertainty is what triggers additional questions. Rule of thumb. Match your visa type. One clear word or phrase, then stop talking. Question 2. How long are you staying? This is where the rehearsed answer trap catches seniors every single time. Those viral videos tell you to say exactly 10 days or precisely 2 weeks, and that's exactly what makes you sound suspicious. A 6-5-year-old couple from Florida both said exactly 14 days when asked separately. Same words, same phrasing. The officer immediately suspected they'd rehearsed their story together. 30 minutes of additional questioning later, they finally convinced the officer they were just nervous tourists. The right answer? Give a natural time frame that matches your return ticket. About 2 weeks, just over a week, around 10 days. Here's the senior advantage most people don't know. Officers actually expect you to be slightly less precise with dates. You're not 25 years old with every detail memorized. It's normal for you to say about or around. Use that to your advantage. Sound human, not robotic. Question 3. Where are you staying? Hotel name. That's all they need. But here's where seniors panic and start over-explaining. I'm staying at the, let me check. I think it's the Premier Inn or maybe it's the Holiday Inn. My daughter booked it. It's somewhere near the city center. I have the address here somewhere. Stop. Just stop. That answer makes you sound disorganized and unprepared, and disorganized travelers get extra scrutiny. Here's the truth. It's completely okay to check your phone for the hotel name. Immigration officers expect this, especially from older travelers. The right approach. I'm staying at the Marriott downtown. Let me confirm the exact name, then pull out your phone if needed. That's organized, that's prepared, that's what gets you through quickly. Insider move. If you genuinely can't remember, say, "Give me just a moment. I have my hotel confirmation right here," then show them the booking. Officers see this all the time. It's not suspicious. It's normal. Okay, we need to pause right here. Write this in your phone notes right now. 1. Match your arrival card exactly. 2. Use about and around for dates. 3. One clear purpose, then stop talking. These 3 things alone will get you through faster than 90% of travelers. Question 4. Is this your first time here? This question is a background check disguised as small talk. Immigration officers already know your travel history. It's in their system. They're asking to see if your answer matches their records. If it's your first time, yes, first time. If you've been before, I visited 2 years ago, or I was here last summer. That's it. No stories, no uncertainty, no rambling about how wonderful your previous trip was. If you honestly can't remember the exact year, it's okay to say, I've been here before. I believe it was about 5 years ago. The word believe, or I think is fine when you're genuinely uncertain about minor details. Question 5. Are you traveling alone? Simple question, simple answer, but seniors often add unnecessary context that raises red flags. Yes, I'm alone. My husband passed away 3 years ago, so now I travel by myself. My children worry about me, but I tell them I'm perfectly capable. The officer didn't ask about your husband. They didn't ask about your children. They asked if you're traveling alone. Yes, I'm traveling alone. That's the complete answer. Or if you're not alone, I'm traveling with my sister. Done. Here's why this matters. Every extra piece of information is another data point the officer has to verify or question. Immigration counters aren't the place for conversation. They're transactional. Answer the question asked, nothing more. And if you are traveling alone as a senior, that's completely normal. Millions of people over 60 travel solo every year. It's not suspicious. Question 6. Do you have family here? This is the question that trips up seniors more than almost any other because you think it's a trap, so you hedge. Well, my cousin lives here, but I'm not really visiting him. I mean, I might see him for coffee, but that's not why I'm here. I'm here for tourism, really. Congratulations. You just turned a simple yes or no question into a 5-minute interrogation. Here's the truth. Having family in the country isn't suspicious. Millions of tourists visit countries where they have relatives. If you have family there, yes, my daughter lives here, or my cousin lives in Manchester. If you don't, no. That's it. The red flag isn't having family. The red flag is being weird about it. Answer directly. Stay calm. Move on. Question 7. What do you do for work? This is the big one. The question that gets more seniors detained than any other. You're retired, so you think you need to explain your entire career history to prove you're legitimate. Well, I'm retired now. I used to work in accounting for 35 years. I retired 3 years ago. I get a pension. I'm financially stable. I'm not looking for work here. Stop. The officer didn't ask for your life story. They asked what you do. Here's the answer that works. I'm retired. That's it. 2 words. If they want more information, they'll ask, what did you do before retiring? Then you say, I was an accountant. Done. Here's what seniors do wrong. You volunteer information about your financial situation because you're worried they'll think you can't afford the trip. Never, ever volunteer financial information unless directly asked. It makes you sound defensive, and defensive travelers get extra scrutiny. Your retirement isn't a weakness. It's actually a strength. Retired travelers with return tickets are among the lowest risk profiles immigration sees. You have no reason to overstay. So own it. I'm retired. Say it confidently. Then wait for the next question. Question 8. Do you have anything to declare? This is where honesty isn't just the best policy. It's the only policy. But seniors often don't know what counts as something to declare. You think, I'm not smuggling anything illegal, so the answer is no. But you're carrying prescription medications. You have a CPAP machine. You bought some expensive jewelry. Those might need to be declared depending on the country and the value. Here's the mistake. You say no because you don't think your items count. Then they find them during a random bag check. Now you've got a problem. Rule of thumb. When in doubt, declare it. I have prescription medications for personal use. That's not suspicious. That's normal. Millions of seniors travel with medications. I'm carrying a CPAP machine for sleep apnea. Also normal. Also not suspicious. The officer will either wave you through or ask a quick follow-up question. Either way, you're being honest and cooperative. What gets you in trouble? Saying no when the answer should have been yes. Even if it's an honest mistake, it creates problems. Pro tip. One traveler shared this brilliant strategy. I always declare something small, like a cheap souvenir. It shows I'm being honest, and they usually wave me through faster than people who say nothing. Question 9. How much money are you bringing? Some countries ask this directly, but if they do ask, seniors often give the wrong type of answer. Oh, I don't know exactly. I have some cash in my credit cards. I think I have maybe a few hundred. I can get more from the ATM if I need it. That answer sounds uncertain and unprepared. Here's what they're really asking. Can you support yourself during this trip? The right answer. I have sufficient funds for my trip, or I'm carrying about $500 in cash plus credit cards. Be general but confident. You don't need to tell them your exact bank balance. You just need to demonstrate you've thought about this and you're prepared. Insider move. If you're on a pension, that's actually a positive signal. It shows you have ongoing financial support back home. You're not desperate. You're not looking to work illegally. If asked directly about your income source, pension or retirement savings are perfectly acceptable answers. Question 10. What's your return date? Final question. Should be easy, right? But here's where the rehearsed answer problem comes back to haunt you. You memorized your return date is March 15th. You say it confidently. Perfect. Except your return ticket actually says March 16th. You were off by 1 day. The officer notices. Now they're wondering what else you're wrong about. The solution. Before you get in the immigration line, check your return ticket. Not from memory. Actually look at it. Then when they ask, you can confidently say March 16th. Or even better, let me confirm. Yes, March 16th. That second version is actually stronger because it shows you're being careful and accurate, not just reciting memorized information. What's not okay? Guessing and being wrong. That creates doubt about everything else you've said. The real secret. Here's what all of these questions have in common. Immigration officers aren't testing your memory, they're testing your authenticity. When you answer naturally, calmly, and consistently with your paperwork, you pass. When you sound rehearsed, defensive, or uncertain, you fail. And here's the part that's specifically important for senior travelers. Officers actually expect you to be slightly less precise than younger travelers. You're not 25 with every detail in your phone. You're 65 or 70 or 75. And it's completely normal to check your documents or take a moment to remember details. Use that to your advantage. Don't try to sound like a 5-year-old digital native. Sound like yourself, prepared, but human. The 3 rules that will get you through any immigration counter. Based on my 15 years of experience, it all comes down to this. Asterisk. Rule 1. Know your basic facts. Hotel name, return date, purpose of visit. Have these ready, but don't memorize scripts. Asterisk. Rule 2. Match your paperwork. Whatever you wrote on your immigration form, say the same thing to the officer. Consistency is everything. Asterisk. Rule 3. Answer only what's asked. No life stories, no over-explaining, no volunteering extra information. That's it. That's the formula. And here's the mindset shift. You're not trying to convince them of anything. You're just answering questions. You have a valid passport. You have a return ticket. You have a legitimate reason for traveling. You belong there. When you internalize that confidence, your entire energy changes. And that's what immigration officers respond to, not your perfect answers, your authentic confidence. So, let's recap the 10 questions. Seniors always answer wrong. 1. Purpose of visit. Keep it to one clear word. 2. How long are you staying? Use natural time frames, not exact numbers. 3. Where are you staying? Hotel name. Check your phone if needed. 4. First time here? Simple, yes or no. Brief time frame if you've been before. 5. Traveling alone? Yes or no. No life story. 6. Family here? Direct answer. No hedging. 7. What do you do? I'm retired. 2 words. Life. Anything to declare? When in doubt, declare it. 9. How much money? General but confident answer. 10. Return date? Check your ticket first, then answer accurately. Master these 10 questions, and you'll breeze through immigration while everyone else is getting detained. Now, knowing these immigration questions won't matter if you get stopped at TSA before you even reach your gate. Most seniors are packing medications right now that TSA is confiscating on site in 2025. And number 2 on that list, 60% of travelers over 65 are carrying it. A 72-year-old diabetic spent 2 hours detained at Dallas-Fort Worth. She had perfect documentation and still missed her daughter's wedding. So, I suggest you watch this next. TSA just banned these 8 senior medications. I'll show you which ones are being flagged and the exact phrase that gets you through security without drama. Your daily pill organizer might be the problem. Don't find out at the airport. See you next.